Hello and welcome back to the Doctor's Garage. So in this video today, I'm finally starting to sort out the interior on my TD5 Defender. The interior on my car actually isn't that bad, I don't think. I've done a few things since I've last shown it to people here on YouTube. One of them is doing the carpeting around there. So you can see I've carpeted around, if I get the light up there, you can see all around here. Just made it a little bit more usable in the back. It's still not great and still feels pretty horrible, but I've done a bit on there. Haven't done anything with the bulkhead yet. Got one rear seat in at the moment, and I've got these front seats in here which are from Exmoor trim. Now I don't particularly like them that much. They've got Land Rover printed all through them. Not that keen on them, need to get them sorted, but for now I need to do a few other bits before getting onto the seating themselves. The roof itself is not bad. It's got this headliner here installed on another previous video, who I actually bought from a guy on YouTube, Chris. Thanks a lot for sorting me out with that. And it's got the original headliner in there. So today what I want to look at doing is sorting out this section of the car. So mainly this bulkhead, getting this bulkhead sorted out. So on the Land Rover Defender, the bulkhead splits between the front seats and the rear load bay or seats. And actually it's quite high up. It stops you moving very far backwards. As in the video today, what I'm going to look to do is actually sort out the bulkhead and make it a bit more usable in my Defender. So I have bought a bulkhead reduction kit from Terra Firma. They were the best price bulkhead bar reduction I could find. I'll put it in the description below for the link of the exact kit I bought. I think it might have been off eBay. Now what I'm going to be doing is reducing this bulkhead here and actually cutting it out and making it a bit more easy to work with. You can go for the full bulkhead reduction, but to be honest, for me, having it cut down looks quite good, but also reduces the work I'm going to have to do to actually do my job today. So that's what I'm looking at doing today. I've got my instructions here. They're not brilliant, but I'm going to give it a go and see how I get on and how this goes. As you know on this channel, if you watched it in other videos before, when the angle grinder comes out, it doesn't always end that well. So I'm going to make sure I really know what I'm doing, mark it up before starting to cut anything out of this car. After taking off all these, and actually I found some rivets in the side too, I've actually discovered it's probably a waste of time because I can't move this anymore. It doesn't seem to be holding anything on. Actually, it's more, if I can show you underneath here, underneath there, that it's holding it onto the side bit. Not really doing a lot in regards to what I need to do today. So I'm going to stop doing that and take a look at marking up the bulkhead bar and see where that goes. If you're doing this for yourself, just so you know, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rivets on the top that need screwing out, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and on the front side there is also 1, 2, oh, 3 on that side you need to do to get it out and to get it loosened. Once I've done that, what I've been doing is just giving it a really good shake until that piece falls out. So that's fallen out now, got it out here, and what we're doing now is taking a look at this whole piece. So this whole piece now moves. All the capping seems to be coming off. What I'm going to do is I'll feel through here, feel where the rivets are, and find them where I put this Dodo superliner, screw out the rivets and take this capping off. It'll give me a much cleaner point to be able to cut with there. So we're getting there now. I felt where those rivets are. There's one here, another there, and this feels like, oh, it's really quite moving on. Perfect. So let's take it off. I have now removed the capping from the top of the bulkhead. So actually what you can see now is that is sort of capping from the side wall, which we're not going to touch. I do think we have to cut down that once we cut the rest out, but for now this is the sheet aluminium which we're going to be cutting to be able to reshape the bulkhead. That's looking really good, and that's come off quite easy. Not sure if I should have come off, but for now seems like the right thing to do. Seems to be working well. Made a real mess of everything, but apart from that it looks great. Now I must say, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen the Doctor's Garage before, this is not what I normally do. I am a doctor, and this is something that I do in my evenings and weekends. So I'm no expert, so please don't listen to me and think this is how to do it properly, because it's definitely, probably not the right way to do it. But I'm doing it, and it's working for me so far. And so that's the story with all my videos. If you haven't already, please click subscribe on my channel right here. Click the button, watch my other videos, and let me know what you think in the comments below of anything I do here on the channel. So taking off all that Dodo superliner, unfortunately, that I put on there, I've taken it around. This is looking good. This is what I'm going to be cutting today to do that. Let's see if that bulkhead bar now fits on this side. Now I've taken off these bits here. I've now managed to wedge that bar in under both sides, so that's wedged in right under there where it should be, and the same on this side. So that's looking really good. Now what I'm going to do is be able to draw a line on here and be able to mark on where we're going to use the jigsaw to cut that out. this is the other piece that I have. This is like the trimming that's going to go on the end with those rivets. So let's get that marked up and then have a look at what we're going to do next. It's not going terribly well at the moment. Managed to snap the jigsaw blade in there, but managed to get this bit off. Just a rough cut, then I'll start tightening up as we get on. So let's see how we get on with this. If anyone's got any better ideas, please let me know in the comments below. For those people that are trying to do this after watching this video of me doing it, but so far this is not that easy. I could use an angle grinder, but I don't know if that's going to be any easier, to be honest, at getting this out. So this is where we are in the daylight. You can see we've started to cut that out. It's still a bit jagged, haven't managed to get that side yet. It's really difficult to get into those corners and cut those kind of curves out. I have been using a jigsaw, and you can see the bar just the other side of that. That's what we're kind of cutting our template to. The easiest thing actually is an angle grinder, because you can just lay that flat and just cut straight along. So overall, it's coming on, it's looking good. So I'm going to keep working on that, getting it right up to that bar there. And then we have another kind of trim clips on the other side. Let's see how that looks when it's all sorted. I have to cut these little corners off here too, and then it just fits round. So there's a bit more to do on that side. And then similarly on this side, we've got to cut back to there. And just, this doesn't matter how rough this is, because you're going to have this trim piece that goes over the top. So it doesn't matter too much when you're doing this, how rough you manage to cut it. But let's get angle grinding now and see how far we go. This is that side we've just cut now, so you can see it's looking really good now. Getting it right up to that edge and all the way along, same. So it's coming on quite well. That is with it put together, and then these little cappings that go on the top, and you can see it actually finishes it off quite well in the back here. So we're going to see what the next steps are on my instructions and see what we're doing next. Basically what you've got to do is, there's a hole in the top of this bar underneath here. You've got to drill that in through there and put a bolt through it, and then you've got to use the strengthening bar, which has all these little holes in it, to guide drill the rivets that are going to go in to pull the bar and that capping together. So I've clamped this together now, and now I'm drilling the holes into the strengthening bar from the trim. So I drilled that in there, and this fits perfect now in there, the first rivet. Sort of using the clamp really to hold together and working away along that, because I haven't got more than one clamp. But if you did, that would be a better idea to have a few going along here, just to squeeze it all together when you're doing it. So that is my bulkhead reduction complete. It looks much better now. It's got that trim on it. The rivets actually look quite nice in it. I am probably going to carpet all the back of this at some point, but it's just given a lot more room now to the back of the car to reach into the front. It's got the side cappings on too, so you can't really see all the mess that you make, but apart from all the stuff I've got in the back of this car, but it looks pretty good. Going round to the front, let's see what that looks like. So I can get these front seats forward now, but inside as well, it's just given a really nice finish to that that front edge, that you can't really see the mess that was caused before, because it's all kind of taken care of. So really pleased with that, how that's gone. Bit of a job actually, but not too bad. If you're a bit more handy, you can make a better job of that. But for me, I'm really pleased with that. It's worked quite well. Terra Firma were the cheapest bulkhead reduction kit I could get, and actually it's worked really well. Apart from those few differences in screw sizes, quite pleased with how it's turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.